Hello there, people. Right, Andy here. I'm going to show you how to set up OBS, Open Broadcasting Software, to stream at 720p. This is basically just for my friend Stephen, but obviously it's going to be on YouTube, so anyone can use these settings and obviously do what you want. So open the software. Here we go. Click on Settings. I've already made a profile called 720p. Because I messed up the last two videos that I've made, so I can't be bothered starting from scratch. Obviously there's one there for 1080p, which I haven't actually worked on yet, in regards to tutorial wise. So 720p, encoding, have it as x264 unless you have an NVIDIA graphics card. I am ATI. I don't know why, I just prefer ATI. I think it's the HDMI support. It seems a lot better. So use CBR, constant bitrate, and obviously you want constant bitrate padding. So you got the 2000 kilobits per second. So for your audio, it's 128. So you want to have, I mean, you could have it a, 2128, but I think it's always good to have a little bit of headroom, really. So 2500 will work fine. On another note, I've streamed at 720p with 1000 kilobits per second, but for the extra quality, and if you want it to run at 60 frames per second, so if you are doing, for example, a shooter like Counter-Strike or Tom Clancy Phantoms, anything fast-paced Battlefield COD, you kind of need it to be like this with the 60 FPS. Obviously, if you're going to be twitching, just click on there's a drop down, there's all kinds here: Hitbox, YouTube, Vaughn Live, and Twitch. Twitch is probably the best one for gaming. The good thing about Twitch is you can actually auto archive to YouTube, so once you've finished, it will just automatically go over to your YouTube as well. So I'm in the UK, so I'm going to pick London, but I mean, sometimes you find that the servers in Germany, Frankfurt, and Paris in France are better. So I will leave this section here for later, just to give an explanation. We'll save those settings. That's going to be the screen resolution when you're gaming at 720p. Now, you could be gaming at 720p, but you might want to downscale the resolution for the output, so you can do this. Obviously that adds a little bit of pressure onto your CPU, and you might find that your game lags when you're playing. So that's why I play it at 720p, because I mean my PC can handle most games at 1080p, but obviously I don't want to put the extra strain on just to output it at 720, so I just play it at that. You've got your audio. In case you've got multiple mics, I'm just using a headset. Hopefully it sounds quite clear. Here you can obviously set the push to talk, so when you're gaming and streaming, like when you press a certain button, like say for example you never use P, just you can set that to be your talk button, so P, there we go. So basically in future, if I was streaming, I could just hold P, and yeah, it'll just work fine. Obviously to start the stream, I usually have F9, but for this purpose of this tutorial I'm going to press F11 because F9 is used on Camtasia. And obviously to stop it, you can just press F12 and that's it. So once you've applied that, what will happen is, say for example, once you set it up and you're actually in game, because you don't want to press Alt and Tab just to go back to start the stream. So you could say to yourself, okay, well F11 is going to be the stream button, and when I want to stop, it's going to be F12. It's so basically, people will see you just when you're gaming, and that's it. No other screens like your desktop and all that stuff. So that's quite good. So from there, keyframe interval. If you have it on 0, it's going to be quite intensive for your CPU, from what I remember. So I have it as 2 seconds, just so there's a bit of a time delay, so in case there's any pixelation, etc. Now the default for this, for the CPU preset, is I think it's super fast. Now if you want better quality and you got a really good CPU, 6 or 8 core, then you put it as slow or medium. And what it does is, there you go, see this? So obviously you still get a warning. I'm changing it from the preset, so yes. But yeah, so I find that when it's on like super fast, there can be quite a bit of pixelation. So I have run the medium, and it runs quite fine. And the encoding profile it's at default for high, but you want to have it as main. So we'll apply those. Everything looks fine here. Everything looks fine there. So that is basically it. In regards to here, when you're on Twitch, if you go into your actual account settings, there'll be one for the stream. It'll have stuff like RTMP server, where you will see, if you go to there, you can actually put an RTMP server there. But yeah, so what will happen is you'll have a key there. If you don't, you can just generate one there and then. Once you've done that, copy and paste it, put it into there, press apply, OK, and then from here, what you do, right click, add, and you can just pick what you want. So say for example, you've got a game, Call of Duty. So click game capture, just put cards, and then click OK. Now what we'll have is a drop down menu, and it will be in the background. It'll be one of the menus there, and it'll just say Call of Duty. You click on it, press OK, and it'll be there. Now what happens is obviously whatever's on top will be shown here. So if you preview your stream, it's just black now. But say for example, I go on image, text, yeah. So website. So here we go. Enter text, http www.youtube.com/DiamondAndy, because that's my YouTube. We'll have the background closed out. We'll have a white text just for now. So there we go, and that's it. I don't even know. You can position it in different places. You know, center it. Obviously, you don't really want to be centering it because it's a bit crap. But yeah, you get the general gist. Move to bottom. So, I mean, you could just have that there when you're gaming all the time. And what would happen is, obviously, you got COD there, so COD would be playing in the background with this on top of it. But if it was the other way around, then position, size, order actually, sorry, move up. So you'd have it COD, this will just disappear. So yeah, but we'll stop that preview anyway. And that is basically it, to be honest. There's not really much else to do. Obviously, after you previewed it and you've got all your settings there, you just click on, you can have a click stream or start your game up, press F11 or whatever you assign it to, and it will just start there and then. There might be like 5 or 6 seconds difference between what you're seeing on your screen and what they see, but all in all, it should be fine. If there's any other questions you need, just send me a message. I mean, I work nights, so from 10 p.m. in England till 7 a.m. I might not be able to answer as quick, but I'll try, no problem. Have a good day, people. Whoop. Bye.